Your 20s are the ideal time to start developing habits that will make life easier and more fun. Here are my top five. Let's talk about sleep. I can't emphasize how important sleep is to you, obviously for your entire life, but in your 20s specifically, your brain is still literally developing up until the age of 25, 26. It has not fully developed until that age. So obviously, it's going to need sleep to rejuvenate every night. If you're depriving yourself of sleep because you're staying out late and living it up, I am not saying don't live it up. I'm just saying be careful that you're not depriving yourself of the sleep that your brain and your entire body needs to rejuvenate. 7 to 10 hours every night, super important. And it's going to make such a difference in the way that you feel, especially if you can do it consistently and on a consistent schedule. So, sleeping late on the weekends, I know it's a wonderful thing, but as far as regulating your body's circadian rhythms and rejuvenating your brain on a schedule, sleeping late on the weekends is not the best thing. If you get up at 6 a.m. every morning to go to work, you should really extend that on Saturday and Sunday. I know nobody wants to hear that. I love sleeping in on the weekends too, but that consistency throughout the week is really the best thing for your brain. And also emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically, all of those things, sleep is so important, and that regular schedule is just as important. And if you have trouble sleeping, check out your environment. Low light, low temperature, so dark and cool are going to be the best ways to facilitate sleep. Doing it on a regular basis is what's going to train your brain to fall asleep easier. If it's always low light, if it's always low sound, if it's always cool, if it's always in the same room, you're going to train yourself to be able to fall asleep easier. And you're going to get so much more out of your sleep habit that way. Cooking. And I'm not talking about being a world class chef. I'm talking about being able to feed yourself nutritionally and enjoyably. Learning how to make the things that you like to eat at home is going to serve you the rest of your life. Those things that you go out for, you can make them at home. So much cheaper and honestly, so much better. If you love burgers, learn how to make a burger at home. It will be so much better. And you can load it with anything you want for like a tenth of the price. If you love salads, believe me, the salads you make at home are so much better than what you can get somewhere else because you can put any topping, any dressing, any combination of anything in the salad that you make at home. Please learn to cook beyond the basics, not just mac and cheese, not just a Pop Tart, not just a frozen hash brown or some pizza rolls. Those things are fine when you're in a hurry, but on a regular basis, your body needs more than that. And the best thing you can do for it is to learn how to provide your body with those things in a way that is super delicious and enjoyable to eat. Basics are going to be the things that you go out for on a regular basis, the things that you have someone else cook for you on a regular basis. Those are your basics. Learn how to cook them at home. It's going to serve you your entire life and it's going to save so much money and be so much healthier. And it doesn't have to be a chore. Feeding yourself is something you're going to need to do every single day for the rest of your life. You might as well enjoy the process of putting together a meal that you enjoy, and the fact that you made it for yourself makes it even more enjoyable. I really want to encourage you to learn to cook because that is a skill that will literally feed you for the rest of your life. Creating and serving food for yourself and for people that you love is an act of love, and it's an act of taking care of yourself. Going out to eat or driving through or ordering food that's already made by someone else, it's super convenient and it can be very enjoyable, but all of that costs money. And if you're doing it on a regular basis, it's costing you a lot of money. And ultimately, you can get a better meal at home if you fix it yourself for a fraction of the cost. You're also limited when you go out to what's available around you. You may be stuck in a bit of a food rut because the choices around you are just what they are. If you're cooking for yourself, you're choosing what you want. What's the most enjoyable meal that you can think of? You're not limited by what's available around you. It's all up to you. You can literally make anything you want whenever you want if you plan a little bit. The added bonus of knowing that you made it yourself exactly the way you want it. And you can fuel your body the way you want to, the way you need to, and that will serve you the rest of your life. Meditation. And before you click off, it's not the meditation you're thinking of. I'm not talking about the kind where you completely clear your mind, spend an hour contemplating your belly button. I'm talking about just quieting down and slowing down your thoughts, giving yourself and your brain a chance to breathe, even thinking through the events of the day or not thinking through the events of the day. I'm talking about taking as little as 6 minutes to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and just let your thoughts happen. Don't try to chase them away. Don't try to clear your mind completely. That's not possible. It's like telling your eyes not to blink or your lungs not to breathe. Your brain thinks that's what it does. But if you can slow your thoughts down and sort of watch them go by, that habit will carry you through the rest of the day and the rest of the week and the rest of the month. I've been meditating off and on since I was in my 20s, and I just feel like it keeps me calmer throughout the day. I don't react to things as quickly or as emotionally as I used to. I'm a much calmer person. And I've told my daughters this a million times. Just meditating once in a while is enough to change your brain and change the way you walk through life. The confidence, the calm, and the non-reactionary state that you find yourself in, it carries through. Habit of meditation, even if you don't do it every single day, and even if you don't do it for very long at a time, it has a way of affecting the rest of your day and your overall ability to manage stress and to see life in a different way, in a calmer, less reactionary way. If you've never tried it before, it's not difficult. It's not something you have to master. It's not something you need to take classes for. It's a matter of closing your eyes, breathing deeply, and just giving yourself that time to watch your thoughts just flow through your brain. And you will drift off into daydreams or thoughts of the day, or you'll start ruminating about something that's worrying you. And you'll notice that and you'll catch yourself over time with some practice, and you'll bring yourself back to the present moment and just watch the thoughts go by. Don't react to them. Don't delve into them. Just let them float on by. Acknowledge that they're there. Acknowledge that your brain is doing what brains are supposed to do, and just let them float on through. And I'm telling you, even 6 or 10 or 12 minutes is enough to start a habit of calming down, taking that time for yourself, and benefiting the rest of your day. I think as a habit, it's highly underrated, and it is one of the most important things you can do as you're maturing as a young adult. There's so many emotions flying around, so many stresses hitting us all at once. And I just think meditation is the best way to deal with that. If you've never tried it, please try it. There are apps to help you relax and get in that meditative state. Set a timer on your phone. Just give yourself those few minutes every day, and I promise you won't regret it. It's a lifelong habit that I'm so glad I started in my 20s, and I think you will be too. Moving your body. And I know if you're not an exercise person, that's the last thing you're hoping that I would say. But what you don't know is that in your 20s, you're going to be in the best shape you're ever going to be in. Your body literally starts to lose muscle after 30 if you don't do anything to change that. I'm not here to tell you to lose weight, gain weight, none of that. That's not why I'm saying this. Moving your body was what your body was meant to do. And if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. The mental and the physical and the psychological benefits are immeasurable. If you're having a hard day, a nice long walk is one of the best ways to unwind from that, clear your mind, calm down, and reset. Even if that's the only way you're moving your body, that's fantastic. Walking is one of the best things that you can do. Really, find a way in your life to put more movement in there. If walking is boring, dance. Put on some whatever music and dance like nobody's watching, just like they say. That will elevate your mood faster than almost anything you can think of. Don't worry about what kind of dancing you're doing because literally nobody is watching. It's for you and you alone. Find little ways to move your body. Park at the very back of the parking lot, wherever you go, and walk. Take the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator whenever you can. If you're into it, join an adult sport league. There are so many out there that aren't about competition. They're about camaraderie and moving your body and enjoying it. It could be a cycling club, it could be a yoga class, it could be literally anything to keep your body moving. In your 20s, your body is likely more capable than it's ever going to be again without some work. So take advantage of that. Use the body you have. You only have one. We all know that. Take care of your body by moving it. It's so much more than the physical, though. It is the mental and the emotional and the psychological benefits that are going to get you through your 20s a little bit easier. Everyone should have a hobby. That's my stance. That's my opinion. And by hobby, I mean something that puts you in the flow state, something that you get completely focused on and the world just melts away. Something that turns you on, tunes you in, and lights you up. And you can completely immerse yourself in what you're doing. Not for the profit of it, not for the validation of others, but entirely for yourself. And it can be anything. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's gaming, maybe it's something physical like running or hiking or a sport. Maybe it's something creative like an art or a craft. Maybe it's collecting something. And your hobbies may change over time, and that's totally okay. I'm a serial hobby hopper, and I love it that way. Hobbies are an important part of your me time. Hobbies can really allow you to grow into yourself, and discover who you really are. And they're so good for regulating your brain, your blood pressure, and it's going to allow you to express yourself in a way that's uniquely yours and uniquely you. Until next time, you're amazing, you're smart, you're capable, and I'm proud of you. Always remember to wear clean underwear and eat your veggies. Bye.